Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy coming at you from Georgetown, South Carolina. And I just wanted to share a little something with y'all, something I thought about the other day. The movie Friday was on with Ice Cube and Chris Tucker, and that made me think a lot about where I grew up in Southern Illinois. And it always makes me remind my friend Jerome. He reminds me a lot of that character that Chris Tucker played, Smokey, and it brought me back to a time when me and Jerome was hanging out at his house, and Jerome was kind of known for doing things that he probably shouldn't have. Uh, he he uh, he smoked weed a lot in high school, and anyway, this particular day he wasn't smoking, but he owed somebody some money, and he had me come over to his house, and we was playing video games and hanging out, whatever. And we got to talking uh, about different things, and I said, I said to him, I said, Jerome, what are you gonna do when the person you owe money to catches up to you? And he didn't miss a beat or anything. He looked me square in the eye. He said, "My nigga," he said, "that's what I got you for." And he used to always hang out with me and walk around town with me and stuff because he knew that people didn't really mess with me because I could fight. And so he looked me dead in the eye. He said, "My nigga, that's what I got you for." And I looked right back at him and I said, "Well, shit, nigga, I love you too." And we just always had that kind of relationship. It was real funny, and we was always boys. And I said to him, I said, "Well, when these people catch up to you," I said, "you think I'm gonna hand them my money out of my wallet to help pay for your debt?" And he said, "No." He said, "But you ain't gonna stand there and let me get jumped either." So I thought that was pretty funny, and I don't know why I was sitting there watching the movie Friday a few days ago on TV, and it brought it back to my mind, and it's been on my mind ever since. So I figured I'd make a vlog about it, and or put it in this YouTube video. Uh, I'm playing a little bit of domination here, capturing the flag like a beast. I do have a couple of deaths. This isn't my best gameplay, but I work it out, so it's all good. I just wanted to know if some of you out there would like to hear some more stories about like me growing up and hanging out with my friends. I was really the only white guy, and I hung out with pretty much all my friends were African American. I'd say black. They won't get offended, but there's always some troll on YouTube that will. But anyway, uh, yeah, it was like 99% of my friends were all black. I went to no, I'd say at least 90% African American grade school and high school. It was a small town, so we didn't even have a middle school. Uh, Grade school was divided up into different sections of the school. It's like kindergarten through like I don't know like third fourth grade was in one pod called Pod A, and then like fourth through seventh grade was in Pod B, and then eighth grade was in like Pod C. And so anyway, like I said, most of the school was like 90% African American, and then uh, like probably like I don't know 7 or 8% white, and then and then like 2 or 3% other. I guess you would say Latino or Asian, but I can only remember like a few Latino girls, so I guess they would make up the other population. But anyway, I had a crazy kind of childhood growing up there. It was like I said, it was a real kind of poor community, and we had to always find something to entertain ourselves. whether it was just playing basketball or just hanging out, chilling, making fun of each other, stuff like that. But I thought y'all might want to hear about it. So let me think. Another story I could tell y'all. Um, Back when I was in like seventh grade, I had to go through seventh grade twice because my first year in, I got into a bunch of fights. That was like the first year that I actually like started standing back up to bullies and stuff like that. And there was this one guy, and I'm not gonna say his name because this will probably get on Facebook. But me and him used to always fight back and forth. He was taller than everybody else, and I guess because he was taller, he thought he could pick on people. But like we had the same math class, and he'd sit behind me, he'd kick my chair, and then I had like I wouldn't put up with certain things. Like you could talk about me all day, but like if you touch me or you put your hand or you put your hands on me or you talked about my mom, you might as well just get ready because the fight was on. And I swear it seemed like every week or every 2 weeks, me and the same boy would get into a fight because he would either touch me or he would talk about my mom or something like that, and the fight would be on. And we must have got suspended something like 16 times in one year. One like what school like August through May. We got suspended 16 times in that short little time span, and it was crazy. I know the principal had to hate seeing us. So we had the same math class, and like I said, he sat behind me, and then like the teacher wouldn't even couldn't even turn her head, and he'd be behind me. He said, "Oh, me, your mom was hooking it up last night," and stuff like that. And then before you could say anything, I'd be on him, just beating the dog mess out of him. Sometimes, sometimes I'd win, sometimes he'd win, and and we'd both get sent to the principal's office. Principal would get tired of looking at us. He tried in school suspension, and I was to the point where I was like, I'm not going to in school suspension. Just send me home. 3 days suspension or 1 day suspension, 5 days. I didn't care. I knew I wasn't gonna pass, so I was just like, send me on home. Let me do my little time at the house. And shoot, my mom. I mean, she knew what I was going through, being bullied and different things like that. And she was like, well, at some point you got to stand up for yourself. And it'd be funny because I'd go to school, and then she knew about the same time every week or so that I had math class at a certain time of day, and that the fight would be on, and she'd be sitting at the house just waiting for the principal to call. And the principal would call, Miss Walters, your son's out here getting into fights again. I'm gonna have to suspend him. And then next thing you know, she's out there picking me up, going, "When's this boy gonna leave you alone?" And talking to the principal. Same old routine, over and over again. So it's crazy. Grade school was a crazy time. But I live in South Carolina now. Most of my friends, they still live in Illinois. And I miss them, and I miss the good old days. But times changed. Most of them are married and they have kids of their own now. It seems like I'm the only one not married and not doesn't have kids. I mean, there's probably a few of us that all went to high school and don't. But time goes by quick. So if you're in grade school or high school and you're listening to this, don't do what I did. Don't get into fights, and don't fail any classes or any grades, and stay in school. And I mean, like, as soon as you finish high school, you need to start doing whatever it is you're gonna do. If you're gonna go to college, go to college. If you're gonna go in the military, go ahead and do it. Don't wait. Just do it while you're sharp and while your mind is on it. Because if you wait, then you just ain't gonna get, you're gonna lose interest in it, or you're gonna find something else to do that you probably shouldn't be doing. And believe me, I've been down that path. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I'd appreciate if you could comment or leave me a like down there. Hitting that like button is greatly appreciated. I need all the support I can get, because this is a new thing for me, trying to make it big on YouTube. So like I said, leave me a like or a comment, and I appreciate it. And any feedback is greatly appreciated. Take care. Peace.
For our nation.